This is why the Paleomap is wrong, video 1. We are using Gplate software, running this software to interpret the raster maps from the Paleomap from EarthByte. We'll give you resources at the website. Now, if you position the Paleomap so you can see Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica, we'll show you a ghost continent that shows up here. Now, once we have Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica all together here, we can use the timeline to go back in time, let's say 120,000 million years ago, and we'll see that how Asia and Antarctica go back to Asia and Australia go back to Antarctica. This will be 120 million years ago, 130. So they start dislodge from Antarctica around that time, and you see they come back now the regular time, 90,000, 70,000 million years ago, 60. And then finally Asia crashing to the northern hemisphere, making the Tibetan Plateau, and Australia goes up a little bit more north and finds some resistance. Well, this is all happening in this area, Asia and Australia. So we like to show you these ghost tracks from this ghost continent. Here we go. So just to memorize this, today's date, present day, and going back in time. Here we go, Australia and Asia, going down, going backwards. Okay, so now we got it here, around 130, 150, even older than that. Now we got 200, okay, 200 million years ago. So as we come forward, we'll see that it's just Asia and Australia there, and they come up to 120, they dislodge from Antarctica and start their drift movement towards north. Australia comes halfway and finds some resistance. Asia goes all the way and crash onto the northern hemisphere, creating Tibetan Plateau, lifting up large chunk of land 5,000 meters up high. And that's about it. So now we're going to show the drag lines or the track marks. First you can see the Asia lines. Asia lines, here we go. So we try to show the Asian lines over here. We have a bedrock gravity color map that illustrates this better. We enhance the ocean floor so you can see better. Those are the lines for Asia continent. They kinda messed up down here. This might be part of it because it rotates on its way up, but you can clearly see where those belong to. They come up all the way with Asia tracks. You can see very delineated tracks here, very delineated tracks. Those are huge formations on the ocean floor, and they stand for the continental drift. In my concept, they can tell you the exact story of what happened. So it's just a matter of looking at them and interpret them. In this case, we separate for you Asia lines, and also we did Australia lines. Here you can see Australia, very nice. It does have very nice lines indeed, very visible. Here's the lines for a Australia movement dislodging from the continent. Here we're gonna show you Australia lines. Okay, that said, we'll give you all these maps at poiketheory.com.br. You can find all the resources to see these. Now, there is something that bothers me deeply, is this ghost continent here. There's no way you can miss it. Just look at the ocean floor, you see there's a ghost continent there. But the point is, this might not even be a ghost continent. I believe it's just a ghost imprint for what used to be a continent there. This is the continent. So you got here the region of Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Malaysia. This chunk of land belongs here during this continental drifting. You can even see the lines going under this interruption line. We'll tell you about this interruption line later. And also, we have a second ghost continent here. The tracks for Indonesia. You can see that these tiny tracks here, they point to Indonesia. Even though after the break line, you have the tracks going to Indonesia. If you come in here and you look at the gravity, hillside gravity, and there will be a resource video where you can see how to get this up and running in your machine and see it for yourself. But we'll provide all the maps, even some extra maps with the paleo age of the continental plates. And as you can see, we also will talk about in the next video and how this ghost continent more better ranged over here with Australia and Asia in Antarctica will lead us to find out that South America is misplaced. I mean, South America is really misplaced on this Paleomap. So this will be the next video. For now, we leave you with this ghost continent map and the resources video that will be shown right up on next. Thank you. Enjoy. See you next time.